What's up, guys? It's June 9th, 2022. I have to go to Pound Ridge, New York for a no AC. It just says no AC on the upstairs unit, I think. But hope all's well. See what's going on when we get there. It's a bugging little town. It's cool though. Nice little town. We gotta love when you gotta grab the ladder. So I just turned the breaker just tripped inside this bank or office, whatever it is, and we turned it on, and it sounds like a freight train coming. So let's see what it is when we get up in the attic. All right, so come over here. It says air handler, or AC actually, but when I kick this on, listen, let's go see what we have. Oh jeez, oh boy, get faster. Can't make this shit up. That's not it. This is cooling though. I don't know where they're. I gotta fucking find their unit. Let me see. So over here is gonna be my system. That's a generator. This one's cooling to the left side. And I'm gonna see if I have my air handler operation. And then I'll go to my thermostat, jump it out, and then see if I have my 24 volts at my condenser. This is a disaster up here though. Holy shit. There's not even a filter in there. It doesn't look like over there. You could even see that massive excess ductwork. This is all return down here. Comes up over there. Hold on, let me see. Wow, what a shithole. Sorry, cursing. So, filter. So that wouldn't even be cooling anyway. It's gonna draw in all attic air. Then comes up and around to your supply. It seems like my air handler is running. Okay, so I have fan operation. No, I don't. That's an attic fan. Okay. Let me open this up and check it out. Oh, wait. Okay, so they put a filter over there, which isn't doing dick anyway because it's still open. But they have all this return that's going to be pulling in hot air anyway. That's just crazy, bro, how people leave stuff. Look at this. Wow. It's probably like bats and shit up here, too. All right, let me check. Let me open this up. So we got AC. So I set the thermostat. And we have our coil freezing up as we speak. Most likely this fan motor is going to be shot, or my G terminal isn't calling for fan, but I'm going to go ahead and try to jump out my G downstairs to see if I can get this fan kicking, but I'm going to check this capacitor. This just looks shady. So I could feel my I could hear my refrigerant running, or what's, kind of, because it's frozen, but I know it's frosting right now. It's probably from when I set the thermostat. Let me shut the circuit down. Fuse is still good, which it wouldn't even give me power anyway, but it's like a refrigerator in here compared to this attic. And that's what a frozen coil looks like to people that aren't in HVAC. I don't even know the year of this. I gotta go over there and check. I'll fall through their ceiling. I mean, you got a hot water heater up here. This is nuts. Like, who puts a hot water? I hate hot water heaters in attics. It's so bad. 2003 R22, but I don't think it's low on charge. I think it's this guy in here. It's either going to be it's probably just going to be but the fan motor's not even hot. Oh yes it is. It's cooking, bro. All right, it's probably going to be a bad fan motor. Let me check the cap. But even if the cap is good, even if the cap is bad, it probably damaged the fan motor. Let me see if I can get them going, at least for today. Probably replace the fan motor. It's going to be a 15 15 microfarad. I don't have my tripod with me, so I just have to test it and tell you what it is. So it's a failed capacitor. I'm still going to write up a motor because that motor got piping hot, real hot. If I could even get it to work right now, the motor's probably going to fail in a couple days, so I'll write up a motor. It's a landlord-tenant situation. We're gonna have to call the landlord anyway, but hopefully I could get a 15 microfarad capacitor in there for now and see if I can get it to start up. If I can, like I said, it's on borrowed time. And I don't know, for some reason, with indoor fan motors, I find that when the capacitor fails, it pretty much cooks the motor. With the condensers, usually you get away with it, or a lot of times you can get away with it. But more often than not, I feel that the indoor, once that cap goes and that motor cooks for a little while, pretty much eats it up. Let me see what I have in here. Put some silver tape there to lock up that hole, that place to pull in hot air, which is no good in an attic. It sometimes works in the basement, but I found this box of filters over there. Last one, I'm gonna pop this 20 by 25 in there, because that filter. And then I'm going to seal that up with tape also, stop that from drawing in hot air. And right now, I didn't even put the capacitor in yet, but that's still iced up. I'm going to have, if I get the fan to go, I'm going to let them run I'm going to make them run the fan for at least an hour or two only, fan only, so it'll melt that coil. And then I'll tell them they can turn their air conditioner on. So that's sealed right now the best I can for this tight spot. But let me add this capacitor and see what happens when I start it up. I found a fastener in my truck for that. So I put a 15 microfarad capacitor in, 440. This one was 370. So you could always go up with your voltage. You could always go, if you have a 370, this looks swollen, it feels swollen. If you have a capacitor that's a 370, you can always put the 440 in. Try not to put opposite. Try not to put a 370 when you had a 440. This is starting to defrost too, so that's good. But let me turn this on, see what happens. It's good for now, but like I said, I don't know that it's going to function properly. I have the model serial number I took down, so we'll get them a price to replace it. And at least they'll have air conditioning for today. In about an hour, like I said, I'm going to run fan only to melt that coil and that line set, at least for 2 hours. I said an hour before. I'm going to flush that drain for them too. My gallo gun right here, which I haven't been using too much. I like to use hot water, but I'm up in an attic in a commercial space and really have to get out of here. It's hot today. All right, guys, that's a wrap. It's running, like I said. Fan motor's probably on borrowed time, unless I got it early. Capacitor was dead. It was like 2 microfarads, 2.5 microfarads. It feels swollen. It doesn't really look it on camera, but it's shot. Write that up as a loss. I don't know where these are made. Canada. I like America better. I don't know why we have all these other countries making our stuff, but let's go, Brandon. Anyway, I'm going to let this fan run for a couple hours. I'm going to tell them to let it run for a couple hours, and then I think they'll be safe to turn it on. At least a lot more better off than they were before I got here. And then thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Take care.